actually forward. So it's louder. People can hear me. Good morning, one dear viewer. How are you? I wonder if... Oh, God. Why? It's too early for this, Karazes. S-T... U... That is U, right? Dot, dot, dash. But dash, dot, dash is KK. S-T-U-K-K. Not sure what that word is. But then it's dot dot, which is I dash dot in. Stuck in what is dot dash dash dot something? Dot dash dot is R. O W. Oh no, it's not W. It's where's the W? No, W is dot dash dash. Definitely showing that I need to get better at this. If I had my sheet, it would be so much easier. But it was RO dash dot dot. I just need it. Okay, so I'm just gonna write. So maybe the wraparound is what kills that word. I don't know, because yeah, this is what I see. Stuck in I'm not sure what dot dash dash dot is. So I'm just gonna put a question mark there. Oh, my monitor capture isn't even working. Let's just go full cam for a moment then. So you can also see a Kirby. I'll move that a little bit. I don't know. There you go. Now you can see a Kirby. But I need to solve this puzzle now. So stuck in question mark R dash 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 would, I assume it's an O. I can't tell because it kind of connects them. But then there's dash dot dot, which is I just need to see this. It'll be so much easier when I see it. I will get this. I will get it eventually. I just need to look at my codes, okay? It's not cheating. It's learning. Okay. 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 Here you go. dash dot dot with D. Okay. Should maybe start writing this in a spot you guys can see. I guess I should also start figuring out why my monitor isn't showing anything. There you go. Good. Notepad, where are you? This is actually really good practice. What was that? Oh. Okay, so P, D, and then I think I saw a U after that, and then I'm assuming this is a C because it's probably like product. Stuck in a product, and then there's another P. Then R, E, S, E, and then I assume that's, yeah, that's presente. Yeah, this is presentation. And then there's dash dash dash. I assume it's a dash dash dash. O, E. Oh, maybe it's just two dashes because it seems like it's meeting. Yeah. It's MMMT I N G. Oh, that's like, it's like a cap. Is that a exclamation mark? I think this. Is this just exclamation mark? Because I haven't actually looked at the symbols. But then it's S E N D send. Does this help? And there's another symbol, I don't know. Best of luck, Karazest. That only took me like, I don't know, 5 minutes to decode. I feel like I totally do need to have some of these situations where I have like a small sentence or code that shows up eventually. Probably actually in Morse code. And you have to like listen to it to kind of solve a puzzle or something. But that'll come later. Right. How is this on the profile? Not fantastic is the answer, really. I'm getting 30 frames per second. But I guess, I mean, I'm on a lower computer, but it's mostly the rendering. I actually kind of wonder, like, can I break that? Player loop, render pipeline, manager, universal render total. Okay. So it's largely just drawing all the things, I think. All right, that's 70%. can actually read what this says. Submit. So all the things they have to submit, and the actual drawing isn't that bad. It's just probably, yeah, there's a lot of things. So I should simplify the scene, pretty much, is what it's saying to me. Yeah, especially when we go into here. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, okay. Anyways. What I want to do is get a different system stood up. So today I'm going to try to be working on getting a condition system set up so that I can both use this for dialogues, use it for like objective conditions, and just like a bunch of other initiation triggers or whatever or not. Yeah, I'm going to try to work on that today. We are going to probably, I guess, make this a separate little section here. Create a folder for condition system. Okay. Now at the base of this, there's going to be a condition script. Yep. Right, and then do I want to make another script yet? Or do I just start working on the condition script? I think I'm just going to work in the condition script. Okay. So there's two ways I could go about this. I was originally thinking I was just gonna make a basic data class with like not mono behavior or anything, and that would handle all the data and everything. But I could use scriptable objects to handle inheritance and polymorphism, so that I could actually have like more custom conditions again. I don't know how that works though with mono behaviors. Because the idea is that this has to be serializable on a mono behavior and on a scriptable object. And I'm not sure I can actually do that on a... Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a data class. And we're gonna have a big ass switch statement. That's That's basically what this is going to turn into. It's just going to be one super mega class with a bunch of conditions, and that's how it's going to be. Just because I can't get around, I don't want to like deal with polymorphism. And more specifically the serialization of polymorphism. It's quite annoying. So we're gonna have some conditions. We're gonna have a condition type. So list out a couple of these. Count. And then one thing I was going to do actually is I was going to have a condition operator. Because I could have a condition type. I could make all my condition types. I can make a condition type for item count greater than, item count greater than equal, item count greater, item count lesser, item count lesser than equal, item count equals, and item count does not equal. But then that's 6 things for every single time I want to have something that can compare itself to another number, not another number. So what I'm going to do instead is instead just have an operator enum that I can specify. So the condition type will be, we're checking item count of a specific item, right? But then we are going to, verify that you actually do have. You can do condition operators on that condition. Greater than or equal. And then less than or equal. Okay. Yeah, so then I don't have to have these things all around everywhere. Can I think of any other conditions? Eventually, I'm gonna want a one for like flag check or something. I'm gonna make this some sort of flag system where like you do certain things and like you got to save, you got a flag saved. So like if you do a certain action, it like marks that down, right? And so I'm gonna have to check those, but I need to make that system too first. But that is one other thing. There's probably more conditions. I don't think I need to have like a player exists in a certain position condition. That will be handled by other things. So I think for now, these are the only 2 conditions I would need. Which is kind of surprising. I thought there was going to be more. I guess I could say, eventually I might want to do like, no, a lot of this can be handled in flags. Okay. We'll do that then. Okay. So, in here, what we're gonna do is then when we actually have a condition, it's going to have a public condition type. Condition type. I guess actually, yeah, we'll just publicly type. And then a public condition operator. Operator. And then it's going to have some other values. Like, so it's going to have an int check value. I guess I should specify it should be the int check value. Right now I don't need a float. Because none of these will be floats. Would flag check be a float? I don't think it needs to be a float. So, not do a float, but I will need a public bool check. Basically, these are just going to be kind of generic values that I use, and I'll use a custom property drawer to draw this depending on the type. Was the plan. All right, and then I also need a public item data. Actually, none of these need to be public. These can all be private. Serialized fields. Okay. So is that all I need for now? No, I don't. Oh, sorry. Okay. I think I should put the underscores on these. Okay, so I have those. I actually do need some property fields. Now I'll make these methods public void or not public float get progress and public bool is condition met. Okay. So this is where we put the switch. For type, yeah. What? They don't have an option, right? Writer has a super sweet functionality where you can um, um, you can just auto generate everything, and then it's sick. Okay. So I do need some other functions here to properly work. Yeah, it took a little while to decode. It's mostly because I like there's any of like the 4 letter or the 4 symbol ones I'm not super familiar with yet. But it was good practice, so thanks. We should do that more often. Just like, you know what I should do? I should have Redeem. Let me. Where are we? Channel points. And a new custom reward. Make me decode Morse code message. Make it like 500. We'll have a cooldown of, I don't know, like 30 minutes or something. Just so it's not like too often. What did it? Okay, and then I don't know what this background color should be. Okay, require user enter text field. Yeah, and then enter segment of Morse code and all code in for you. Most likely struggling along the way. Okay. Great. There we go. It's now there. Now let's go back to the stream because I just totally navigated out of there. You back from your meeting now? Are you done the meeting? How many years of your life did you lose? So to some degree, I actually might just want to do in the condition met should just return get progress is greater or equal to 1. And then in here, I should have my switch statement for type. And then we can have another method that is private. Compare ints int A, comma int B. I'm gonna have to cast these so that they divide properly, but Hmm. That's like, so how do I calculate progress for things that are not like greater than or equal to? Because specifically the one I don't know if I have a frame of reference for would be less than, right? Um, because you'd actually have to have a starting value at some point. Hmm. Right? Because just to explain what I'm thinking about, right? So if I have my min condition, right, and my max condition, uh, yeah, totally legible words, okay? You can't dispute that. If the or I guess actually a better way to explain this is just my A and my B, right? And if I have to do um, greater than, I'm checking like 5 versus 10. Well, I know that's 50%. At least most likely. Uh, maybe you started at 4 for some reason and you have to get up to 10. But most likely that's there. But if it's less than, the probable thing is that you're like going down to 0, right? Or less than or equal to, right? Is that you started at some number. Again, maybe let's just say 5. And you're at 5 now. And you have to get to 0. Well, what's the progress there? The progress would have to actually be relative to another number. Say I started at 10, then it's 50%. But if I started at 5, then it would be 100%. Or, and you, uh, yeah, I don't know. Empty world. I doubt that, but yeah. Also, I don't know if like I guess because you're a founder, you have a different emote, but I did actually add graduating emotes for the like subscriptions based off the lock icon. I think so. If you want to, I don't know if you want to have that, you can do that. I think by now you've earned the silver or gold one. I don't know, one of the ones. I think maybe gold is might be 6 months, but that now exists. So enjoy it if you want it. Which is annoying if I'm using this condition met and I'm always using progress as a way of tracking that. You want to see the lumps? There's a funny story that that I'll explain when you actually show it. So guess I can have a value here for int starting value. Basically just used for calculating this percentage, which will be 0, I guess, for most things, which makes sense for things that are going up. But if you have things that are going down, then it makes a little bit more difference, I think. Is condition met? Get progress. So turn 0. Case item check. We're going to then basically just return compare ints of the actual value. So the first value is going to be inventory manager dot instance dot. I should not one line this. This is too big to one line. Let's just do the old. We'll eventually add a return on this, but let's just int item count equals dot item get item count. Thank you. Item data, and then I'm going to use the bool check value here to determine if. There you go. I say the silver. Got one more month, I think, until you get the. Okay, yeah. So you know how like the locks emote is white and then transparent background. Well, I don't know why when I went to GIMP, do I still have it? Oh, no, I deleted the thing. When I took that exact image, I put it into GIMP, I exported it as a PNG, and then that happened. And it's just inversed. I didn't even try to do that. It just happened. And like, I didn't want to spend time figuring out why it's not happening. So I was like, I guess, well, it's just now that's what these things look like. And so then I did that, and then I went through all of them and colored them. So there's like the bronze. I think the white is the first one, and then you get the bronze, and then you get a silver, and then you get a gold. And so, I don't know. It's weird why GIMP had that. Oh!
The Polygon Pilgrimage gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
That's awesome. Thank you, Polygon. Congratulations, Settlix. I don't even know if you're here. If you're just lurking or got the random gifted sub, but you're welcome. You're locked in now. You got the little lock on your little face, and so you can no longer escape. Thanks for catching the stream, Polygon. It's definitely been hard. Like, I'm back in my earlier time, so this is probably better for you, I would assume, because the time I was at just previously was a little later than normal. For anyone like not on the West Coast or in Europe. I mean, my day's just begun, so I've been working on trying to make a condition system so that I can define conditions and use those kind of everywhere. So like this condition that I'm making right now is the item count condition. So I'm getting my item. I supply an item data. I check if I'm going to include if I have from my like storage. And then we take that and we're going to compare it here and then use that to say, hey, you've met your condition or not. So the next part is I need to actually make this switch statement then. It's basically just going to be a lot of switching. We're doing a lot of switchies because I don't have to deal with Unity polymorphism and serializing that polymorphism and all that silliness. So, yeah, we're just going to do this. God, I really wish there was this. In Rider, you have a thing where you can just go generate all switch case parameters. It's so nice. But I do not have that in VS Code. Let's do greater than first, and then we'll do greater than or equal, and then less than. How has your day been, Polygon? Okay. So again, if there's, I don't know, there's something here. I need to probably debug the log. That is an error. Um, invalid. Operator. Or no, it's not invalid, I guess unhandled operator. Woke up to our AC being broken, waiting for a call to come. Yeah, that sounds pretty horrible. That's a very expensive air conditioning system, though. If it's 20K. You're getting like a heat pump or something, or? Why is it 20K? Or is your house like a massive mansion? It has to be a very high power, a very efficient one. It's just weird because like I have a constant assumption that everything is cheaper in the US. And so I paid 20K for a heat pump and a furnace combo. But I got like 10K in rebates back. So it's only like 10K in the end. But that's a heat pump. And heat pumps are like drastically more expensive. I think like an air conditioning system was only gonna be like 7,000 or something for me. So I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's slightly smaller. So, and there's one entire room that's not even air conditioned. So it's like 100 square feet. So yeah, 12 years on an air conditioner is not bad. That is pretty decent. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for like equals, I'm gonna just say if A equals B, we're returning 1. Else, I guess I don't need to do the else. Equals is another weird one where there's like a odd, like, how do you tell what the percentage But I guess you can, I can kind of assume it's like a greater than percentage. I don't know, like if I said 2 and you need to be 1. If you need to be 2 and you're at 1, that's kind of like 50% if your starting value is 0. But if your starting value is like something higher than, or something even lower, I don't know why you do lower. But there's a percentage here. So otherwise, we're gonna take you return the why did I decide I have to have a percentage? You know what? On these ones, I'm just gonna say 0. These ones don't make sense to do percentages. Like the only one that really makes sense, I guess, is the int starting value for greater than or less than. Those ones I'll accept, but these ones just don't make sense. You want that. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing here. And not equals. Except obviously not equals. So not equals even makes less sense. Okay, and so we'll copy the general idea here. But we're gonna obviously change the first thing. So if it's greater, then we're just gonna return. Like, don't need to do any math funkiness. So then what the progress is so it would be it's technically a minus underscore starting value comma divided by b minus underscore starting value. I need to parentheses that. Then that would technically show me it. I might need some sort of condition for this to make sure it's not 0. Oh, so does this need to be positive? Okay, so I don't know why I would have this, but say I had you had a starting value of -20. You needed to get to -10, and you're at -15. So then the values would be negative all around. So again, subbing this in, that would be, what was that I said? I have -15 minus -20 minus, so it's actually plus -20, and then it would be -10 plus 20. Okay, so then it would actually resolve into 5 divided by 10. So it'd be 50%, which would make sense. Okay. But now let's just do something even wackier. Say I started at -10 and I need to get to, I don't know, 30, but I'm at -5. So -5, I guess it's still plus 10 because it would be minus 10. And then it would be 30 plus 10. Okay, no. So those resolve out nicely. The only concern would be when B, so the starting value is the and the end value equals is the negative version. Right, so if like the end value that I need to get is -10, but my starting value is 10, because then that would equal 0. So if I'm doing like a less than operation, that might be a concern. How do you even track that then? Do I just absolute this value? Because technically there's 20 difference between them, right? That's what I'm actually trying to do, is get the difference between these two numbers. Wait, no, but no, if this was actually 10, it would be minus. Okay, so unless I start at the same value that I end with. Yeah, so unless I started with the same value that I ended with, which would be very odd if you did that, if your start value was the same as your goal value. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, for not equals, but I I don't want the game to crash in the case of that, but I'll just go float. Divisor equals this. And I'll just say, yeah, if divisor equals 0, I'm just going to return that you have 0 progress. I don't know what I was doing if I was putting in these values, but hey. Okay. Otherwise, though, that should work. Okay. Now we are going to go and do the same thing for greater than or equal to. Although, so technically there's going to have to be some difference on the percentage here, right? Because if I want to be greater than a value, the progress would be a little higher, right? So technically it'd be like +1 or something, right? Because if I'm comparing, like if I have to be greater than 10, right? And I'm at 5. I'm not really at 50%. I'm more at whatever 5 divided by 11 is. Because you have to be at 11 to be succeeding. So I need to add 1 to the distance. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Now let's do the less than or equal, because I don't know, I feel like it's going to be similar. So less than or equal. If we are, we're going to return 0. Now this way, how does the division work? Because is it just inverse? Do I do 1 minus this progress? Because right now, if I have why can't I have a larger, like, size? Can I have a larger sized? Yeah, jeez. Is this also the largest brush size I can have? Jeez. What about where's shapes? I could just go like this. Cut. There we go. Okay, cleared. All right. So I have so I'm trying to get to 0, and I started at 10, and I'm currently at 7. That's only 30% of the way. Like, I know that intuitively. But mathematically, we would go we'd probably still go 7 divided by 10, and then take that and go 1 minus, right? Because then as this one increases, then we're doing that. And I don't think I have to do the minus thing anymore. I think this should always be a higher number. Although I think I have to minus this one, because, like, say I need to get to instead 5, right? So then we have to minus 5 here, and we have to minus 5 here, I think. To get that we're 25%, because then this would be 2... Yeah, 40%, because it would be 2 over 5 progress-wise. Okay. So we just need to swap these, because, yeah, we're dividing... we're setting starting value, and we're getting B. We're minusing B, and then we're A minus B, the divisor. Okay. And then same thing, if divisor equals 0 for some silly, stupid reason, we're gonna return 0. And then we will take this function, we're going to move it up to the less than, and then we're probably just going to do, so remove that. And the only other thing we have to do is change the divisor again a little bit, right? Because again, If you have to be less than, you just basically have to do one more. Um, what would that be? -1? Yeah, I think it'd be -1. Okay. Sweet. Take that, and then I can use that. Okay. So I want to have the unhandled thing here. Okay. That's all I actually have to do, I think. Can I not have you? There you go. It's surprisingly not that crazy. Okay. The flags one, I guess, is the next one I have to do. So I guess I need to make the flag system to do that. So, um, I guess let's do that. Create folder. Actually, before I do that, I want to look back at my game tags. Okay. I'm just wondering because I made this system a long time ago. I'm kind of wondering if I could reuse this. I might just delete some of these though, because I don't think I need the base ones. Can I not delete them? I can't delete some ones. I'll have to figure out how to do that then, but the nice thing about these is you can drag and drop them or use a name. Let's just take a look at this. So at its base, each game tag is a post, an add, and a remove. Right, on execute. Okay, so this is more like an event system. Okay, and that's just to add or remove multiple tags. Um, so what this system was made to do is like, if I have something that I want to listen to, like some other event, and that event happens, I kind of like generically can just throw a component on another thing and say send that event. But this might not be exactly what I want with the flags, because the flags are a little different. Although I'm trying to figure out whether or not I can, use this system somehow to go along with that. It just draws all the tags. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Do I? So I need to essentially make a manager that tracks whenever you post an event, a flag event was what I was thinking, but it could just be a game tag event. And they already have this post set up. So all this would have to do is hook into that manager and call that manager as well. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna have to add a way to delete these things, because game tag. Okay. Yeah, it gets and creates a tag. Raid asset, save assets. So I'd have to have basically. Let's just see if I can delete it. So I'll go using new GUI layout dot horizontal scope. We'll go game name, and then I'll do editor. No, not editor, just GUI layout dot button. I guess I have to say if GUI layout dot button, we'll then put the little exo button, and we will do this. Then if we have that, we're gonna go and say, hey, game tag, you're no longer wanted here. We're gonna go destroy. Have to go like a game. Might have to go like scriptable object dot destroy immediate game tag. Bing bada boom. Can I do this? Okay, no. Whatever. What are you saying? Okay, I don't care about that. So we'll just destroy it. I wonder if I can do this as an undo action though. Oh, hey Zoozle.
Zoozle Basil just followed.
Thanks for the follow. How's it going? I'm currently doing taggy thingies in my game. I don't know how familiar with the other game dev side of this things, but destroy object media. There we go. That's what I want to do. Good. I'm currently, so like, as a large general thing, I'm trying to work on the intro to my game. Because right now, you like start in a room with no context, and you're just in a room, and there's no real tutorial or anything. I mean, there's a tutorial. It's just not like a story-driven tutorial or anything. So, all right, I will give the doggo some treats. Oh no, I'll get that one. Don't you worry. All right, let's go get the one you. That's free. Yeah, he is a cutie. Good boy. Especially when he's not barking. He's a very good cutie. Okay, so we'll destroy it. Just want to see if that works. Just got to recompile here. Okay, sweet. Can I actually kill these things now? Let's destroy that. Okay. It's gonna say no. Right, okay. Right, if it's null, we actually probably want to go and remove it from our array. So delete, yeah. At I. I think that probably causes problems. I probably have to go now I minus minus. According to normal things there. So I don't know if you, Zoozle, do you want me to show you some of the game, or do you want to like? Because I think you said you were gonna play it. So I don't know if you want to just like go blind, but I don't know. Let me know. Stuff I'm working on right now, you won't see if you play the game right now. Okay, tiny bit. All right, so let's. Okay, just kill one more thing. It does do this, but then it gives me a null ref here. Why does it give me a null ref? I just want to know why it's doing that. 48. Okay, maybe I have to go property does not equal null. That would be the only thing that could be null there. All right, so that's. I guess I can show you the part that isn't actually in the game yet. It's very work in progress, but I can also show off kind of parts of the mechanics. Unreal Engine Blueprints, it's a good starting spot. It's technically what I started with, because I started with the thing called UDK, which is the Unreal Development Kit. So it was like the precursor to the Unreal Engine. I guess it's like effectively Unreal 3, if you were going to put it in the timeline of Unreal Engines. But just getting used to those definitely helps with you kind of just like logic puzzling of how you put together things. And then eventually, you know, you figure out that this is actually a lot easier to write than blueprints. Or a lot easier to manage, I guess, I would say. I feel like blueprints just become unmanageable once you get to a certain complexity. If only my computer would figure that it's, hey, I'm ready to play. I only have a 12-year-old computer. You know, it's not that old. My processor is so old that I can't even upgrade to Windows 11. It's not even compatible. That's where I'm living. It's still not a horrible processor. It's just old. It was an i7 back in the day. It's just an old i7. Why? What are you even doing? You're repainting the project settings window? Why? Just don't do that. You know? You can not need to repaint it. It's because I think I was editing this window, and so it's like stuck thinking about it. I think it's just stuck. Yeah, I think it's just stuck. All right, we're gonna. Where are you? Where are you, Unity? You're just hiding from me? You don't want to be ended? So you're hiding from me? Where are you? Oh, there you are. You're right there. Okay, die. Get this open again. Hopefully it will not freeze again. Come on. You silly, silly engine. Alrighty. Hopefully. Hopefully I can play now and it'll take less than a minute to get it. I desperately want a better computer. It's frustrating because like on my actual day job, I have like like the super like the best Mac you could probably ever ask for. Is like it's an M2 processor and like a MacBook Pro 60. I think it's like 64 gigabytes of RAM and everything. So all these things are like this. Like they're just so quick. Like I'll recompile and it'll be an instant thing, and then I come back to this and I'm sad. But anyways, we can click load game because it's gonna be what it is. My little portal loading screens. All right. Okay. So this actually isn't in the game yet. So you get to experience it. This is like the intro. Well, there's supposed to be an intro like slide thing where you kind of show about the history. But this is the first little dialogue we get. So I'll just kind of read it out, right? Flynn, all right, we're here. Aro, the infamous dead planet. Are you sure you want to do this, Claire? We could just turn around now and no one would even know we were here. Just look around, Flynn. This is Claire speaking. Everything we've been told is a lie. There are trees and a breathable atmosphere. This is not the dead planet of the history books. Flynn, okay, sure. That's a good reason. But maybe there's a good reason they don't want us here. The entire and this is Claire again. The entire galaxy thinks my grandfather melted and engassed an entire planet simply to prove he could. They held parties and parades on the day of his death. Cerastes made it an annual holiday. I have to find out what really happened. We can already see the truth is not what they've been telling us. Flynn. All right. The structure we found on the radar is just up ahead. Maybe we can find out more there. And then we have a little option to either, appreciate them or just kind of be like, let's go. So I'm going to appreciate them. Anytime, Claire. And so, yeah, that's my first little thing. So the idea is that this planet, like the history slides that I'm going to be doing is that 30-something odd years ago, this planet kind of rebelled against the Galactic Union, and the leader of the Union completely melted the planet. Like they glassed the surface, they turned the atmosphere into a corrosive, like melting your face off atmosphere, and basically killed the billions of people that were on the planet. Which then caused a rebellion, and then the leader was exiled and later killed. Yeah, melting off your face atmosphere. Yeah, it's great fun. And so we're playing as the granddaughter of that leader, who doesn't believe that like their grandfather could have done this. So that's why they're here on the planet now, is that they came back and they want to see what's actually going on, basically. So this is all like I haven't worked on this area very much. You're walking here. You're basically I'm teaching you basically about flashlight and walking at this point. This is kind of the first part that there's going to be another dialogue to introduce this. But basically there's these little doors around everywhere. And it has little letters on it. And you have to put in the letter of the code of the door. So there's for dashes and dots, basically Morse code, right? And so a dash is just a longer dot, as it kind of explains up there, although that's a very technical explanation of it. I might need to tweak that a little bit so that, you have, for people that aren't so technical, it makes more sense. So for example, this is a T, it's just a dash. So I just have to hold down, or actually I should put the volume on because, so this is a T, a dash is open, and then we go into here, which is gonna eventually have a staircase. I just haven't built that staircase yet because, I've been working on like a bunch of base level systems that I need to make this whole area work nicely. I can cheat though and just jump ahead a little bit. Advanced level 1. What? Oh no, wait, no, okay. I remember how I have to cheat. I didn't cheat the right way. Save data. Where are you? Save data. Completed intro. Yes, I understand. Okay. Then F5, F8. And then I spawn falling through the floor, but I just need to, I need to not press what I just pressed. Load game. What I need to do is pause the game, not turn off the game. Okay, so then I go into here. Because I'm like cheat advancing, like the save that I'm like positioned just like randomly in the middle of the world, middle of nowhere. So I need to push myself over here and then place myself over here where I'm supposed to be. Okay. So. Oh, I need to fix that. That looks ugly. I think I changed the text on all these. But essentially the other thing I just wanted to show you so you'll know about it is that there's these chests. And the chests work in the way that they beep Morse code at you, and you have to enter the correct code to be able to open them. So this is beeping a code. It just beeps and it repeats. So you just have to type open and then whatever the code is. So you press open E, and then you get what's inside it. It's easy as that. And then there's like more doors, right? But I don't think this is in the current build. But I made this thing so I can actually, teach people a little bit better, like what they're doing. Because there's some concepts that if you like hold too long, it's not actually anything anymore, right? Or if you, I think I put on the forgiveness of it. There's also like sometimes that if you put it too close to the maze in the middle, it doesn't work. But this at least shows you kind of like what you're doing. So that's a T because I waited too long. Hopefully that helps people. Some people will have a really hard time opening this first door. Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of shader work. Post-processing, basically. If you, it's like this is kind of like what it looks like without that stuff. And then you just basically, there's a, where are you? My camera, I think it's, yeah, post-processing. So there's like this dither. And see what it looks like without this effect. It's quite a bit different. Yeah, it's crazy, eh? And this is just one effect, really. Like, it's one of these effects that like once you know about it, you're like every Unity game now, like you see in horror games, I've like just seen this effect so many times. It's just obviously they use it differently, right? So you can tweak it a lot. You basically set up a color palette of colors, and only those colors will show up in the game, and everything else has this kind of like dotted feel to it. You can see that on there, and it basically will transition as if like in like a comic book style, right? It's a dither, is what they call it. But yeah, it definitely has this really cool effect. I had to tweak it a lot to get to this point, but I really like it now. It covers up the fact that I don't know how to make art, so it's been nice for that. I feel like I need to fix this. This open E does not look good anymore. Let me just quickly fix that before I forget about it and it like stays in there forever. Although I guess technically I'm not going to use this exact scene anymore much, but still want to fix it because it annoys me otherwise. I think I must have changed the character line spacing. Oh yeah, here. So let's, if I do 0, okay, yeah, so I want to still do negative like 20 maybe. Actually, open, do I want to do it like, oh, no. Open E or open E. I think open E is actually technically what I want to do. So I'll do that. Okay. For reference, this is the art I've created is a lock. That's how Karazes likes to say I would make awesome art, but I struggled to make that lock, you know? It was an ordeal. I can edit the lock. I can't I can edit a lot of art pretty well. I can't making like shapes properly and like proportionally. It's not something my brain grasps easily. What did I just do? So I maximize this. Okay. So what I was trying to do is these things right here. Okay, so now I actually have a way of deleting them. I delete, say, near terminal again. I think I deleted that before, and I don't think it actually saved. Huh. Alright, that's cool. Are we just gonna, like, freeze again because I tried to kill this thing? Or, oh wait, actually, one second. I think what I have to do is I have to go. No, because if I destroy one, I'm supposed to go back. I am still supposed to go back. Maybe I'm supposed to still do minus the length in the array. I don't know. It's okay. It really does not like me deleting these things. We're next, okay. I'm not sure how this thing actually, if that thing dynamically upscales or waits the next frame, so I'm gonna maybe try this. I might have to quit Unity again though. Sorry, Unity. just killing you constantly. Not even with kindness. Where's my Unity Hub? Where are you? I would like to open you? No? Okay. Kill that one too and just open it up again. Yeah, but hopefully at least that shows you kind of like the intro of kind of like what the game is, and then you can experience the monsters and the scary stuff all for yourself if you try it out. I've just mainly been focusing on this tutorial for a while because in the people that I have played tested it, they struggle in the beginning of the tutorial. Not necessarily for their own because of like anything to do with them. It's partly to do with them. They need to read sometimes, but um, you know, it's not exactly the most smooth tutorial that I have right now. It's like throwing you into the fire and see if you understand it. Did this open or not? I don't know where it's opening to. It's just I'm trying to find it. Hmm. Nope. Okay. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I swear it's like opening somewhere, probably like on the edge of somewhere, and I can't see it. And that's just causing all me to slightly die inside. Where are you? Why have you forsaken me? Unity, come on, dude. Oh, I can see you. I see you. You see in the bottom? How is you? I don't understand why like Windows lets you do this. How am I even? Where is where is the bar, like the Windows bar or something? I don't know what is this thing called again? Oh, taskbar settings. You go. What? Okay, now you show up. When I was asking for you before, you didn't want to come over, and now you're just showing up. Ugh. It was like hiding underneath the bar. I could see it like each time I clicked on it, I could see like the dark shadow show up on the bottom here, and then it would just not be above the line. And this, I don't know why can you do that? Like why is this an allowable thing for me to put a window down here? Like that you should just not be able to. It should just stop like with a little bit of a buffer there. Okay, rant over. It's annoying. They have like they must have so many UX designers at Microsoft planning out these things. They've only been making operating systems since like before I was born. Did no one think about this, right? Me doing that kind of messed up some other things, but yeah. Okay, so I finally got back in here. So do I do I dare press this button again? I did make changes, so I'm not doing those the loopy things anymore. Okay. Okay, so that actually makes sense. Interesting. 65. Was it trying to... Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So if it fails to get something, then it also tries to delete that same thing. Right. Okay. I guess else if property does not equal null still. So if it at least gets it, then that's fine. But I think I do need to do at least len minus minus. Because I've deleted one array in the element list, so it's probably complaining with that. Let's recompile that. And see what it does. Does anything. Also, if I have a compiler error, that's cool. Just breaking the things. Breaking all the things. What did I do? You're expecting a semicolon on line 62. What? Oh. Yeah, it's an else if, not an else. I'm just being silly. I refreshed my Twitch page instead of recompiling. It's interesting. Alrighty. Okay. So, I guess let's just create something so that we can then delete it. I don't think I got... Okay, let's do another thing. So we can delete it. No errors. Woot. Okay. So we've done that. We can create now things a little bit more freely. I want Morse code success. I don't think I want these interact anymore. I'm getting no references here though. Am I getting no references here? On enable, it's going through all of my tags. Tags is just my list. Doesn't actually show up here, does it? No. I think I need to hide this in the inspector anymore, but I guess I should just go if tag happens to be null. We'll just skip it. Do a little continue. My music stopped. No. There we go. Get back that white bad audio. All right. Let's recompile that. Okay. While that's recompiling, need to think about how I'm going to use this. So these things, I can post tags by name. So this is gonna how I'm gonna handle kind of like generic events. Like say I want to, I don't know, that I'm gonna do this, but like punch a monster 5 times, or I don't know, said something specific, right? Like you can do like, hey, do something with that. Gotta go, do some things. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thanks for dropping in. It's been fun. Yeah, I'll try to catch your... Are you streaming today later? Or... So I will try to catch that. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you then. Thanks for dropping in. It's been fun. No stream today. Okay. See you around. Have a good weekend. All right. List of game tags. All right. What was my thinking? All right. So I was gonna make something so that you can. These will be posted, but I need something to track through save data in my game manager that you've actually done these things. So I have a red dot. It bothers me. Okay. All right. So I need a game manager. That's basically what I need. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna commit on the tags. I'll go and make a thing called a tag manager. And we will this. We're gonna go. Wow, not that. We're gonna go game manager. Game manager. And I have to do. Come on. Tell me that I need to implement things. Why? It's being silly. Why don't I just kill this and restart it? There we go. It should start telling me that I have to implement things. I think. Right? Like this does have things that yes, no, maybe so. Hey, hi ho. I think it's like figuring something out because can I at least find game manager here? Just want to go to the script. Game manager. Right, it's all defined in the hub, isn't it? Base manager. Game manager. Okay. Yeah, it's defined there. In the past, it's allowed me to just go implement methods, but I think it's like loading it still. You have to do things manually for a little bit until it figures out stuff, I guess. Override. Right. Override. Okay. Call on complete. And okay. So this thing will probably interact with save data in a way of like this. It needs to be a system serializable thing. Public class tag save, and this basically will just have a public string ID, yeah, sure, and a public int count. And then the tag thing will be what will it be? Initialize, load data, save data. Right, no, so then I have this thing. I need to actually have a list of this thing though in here. So we're gonna go public list of tag saves. Go. And in here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a, probably not a public dictionary, but just a private dictionary. That will be a string dictionary, and actually, it would probably be a game tag and a int count. So this will be tag tracker or something. I don't know. New dictionary. Okay. I don't know why I would have values already, but we'll just go tag trapper dot clear. And then we would go for each. Yeah, sure. We'll use the explicit values. Tag saves. It's explicit. Thank you. Okay. So we'll go then game tag equals, I can't remember, just looked at this. There's like a getter was in game tag data. Yeah, getter create. get or create tag. Yeah. So it doesn't actually, yeah, this I guess returns false if there wasn't one and true if there was already one, but it will always create one. So in this case, I'm going to rewrite how I write this. Game tag data dot get or create tag based on, I guess I should call this like tag info instead. It's not actually a tag. Tag info dot ID, comma, out tag. I guess I should though do something. So if tag info dot ID is null or empty, I gotta wrap this. Wrappy wrap. Wrappy wrap. If it is null or empty, I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna do anything with this. Bad ID. Skip. Okay. So we'll take that and then we can go to my dictionary. Go dot add game tag and then the game tag info. Tag info dot count. And then when we save, we are basically going to go through for each oh, this needs to be an underscore. Okay. Key val, or I'll just write var. Key val in underscore tag tracker map. So for each one of those, so we'll go save data dot tag saves dot clear. And we'll go save data dot tag saves dot add new. Oh yeah, I don't know why they need to do that. Tag save. I guess this probably should have like yeah. Tag save string ID comma int count in count int. I was just up with my typing today. It's just this dot ID equals ID and this dot count equals count. Okay. And over here, I just go key value dot key dot name comma key value dot value, and then we put all those in. So now we've tracked basically everything that we've tagged. Okay. And now the part is, so yeah, this stuff initialize doesn't need to do anything. We go have some public methods that are for editing the tag. So public void So I'm gonna go, there's gonna be set tag count. And it's gonna take in game tag, comma, yeah, int count. And we're gonna say I guess in this situation, I would actually go, yeah, underscore tag tracker map. I would just go tag equals count. Because it'll just override whatever value you have. And then we'd have a mod tag count, which would need to actually grab a value. Mod amount. Should really say modify. I guess just to be really clear again, modify amount. Okay. And so in this one, we would go if underscore tag tracker map dot try get value of that. Call this current. We would then set it to be current plus modify amount in return. Otherwise, we'll set it to be modify amount. There we go. Yep. And then probably just for convenience, I'll... Do I need convenience ones for like increment and decrement? Or can I just go modify tag count 1? Most of those cases. I can probably just do that. So now by default, each time I go post, I'm going to go to tag manager. Actually, I need to make tag manager a singleton. So public static Instanso. Tag manager. Instanso. Get private set. That's what I actually need to do in initialize. What's this? So then we go post instance dot modify tag count this comma 1. So each time you post a game tag, it just increases its count by 1. Simple. I just want to check. I want to try. So open underscore chest, basically. Guess we're doing no caps, is there? No thing here. So now you have these two. What I want to do. Go to chest now. Um, I want to try to see if I can post here. So it'd be game tag data dot post tag underscore on chest, right? I could also actually have for fail chest. Why did I do that? Just want to see. So if I add a new one, it now works. Okay. Frick. Wait, 73. How is it? Was that that has to be an old error. I refuse to believe that's new. um, So now they're not actually getting deleted, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I do need to hide it in Inspector so it doesn't, like, do weird things. I do now need to go. These don't actually get destroyed. Why are they no longer getting destroyed? Because it's annoying. Woo. Okay. Game tag editor. I guess I could simplify this by if property equals null, go continue, and then I don't have to do this twice. But I can go editor. Sure, GUI layout dot object field. Drag to delete children. Object type. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And so then object to delete if to delete does not equal null. Okay. See if I can then delete things now, because I do really need to be able to delete them. Oh crap, wrong thing. Game tag, not game tag data. What the frick? But these are game tags. Are these nothings? Oh, so they're not actually there. Yeah, because it's all a sub asset. You have to like um uh maybe I'll put out an if GUI layout dot button clean up orphaned children. And what I need to do is in here. So what I do. Alright, I don't want subfolders, I want sub assets. Hmm. Because I can add an object, but how do I remove or delete? Yeah, remove. Okay, so then okay. So I first need to find the path. So I guess so to do this properly, I also have to do this here. Database dot get asset path. Game tag. So game tag, comma, file path. Oh, you don't even have to specify the file path? You just specify that. Interesting. So the only thing I have to do now is maybe if I redid, so if I went back and I did the object to delete thing equals editor GUI layout dot object field to delete. I'm just like making something temporary so that I can actually delete this. No. Object type is just type object, comma false, and then if to delete does not equal null, then I am going to call this, because it's an object, it just doesn't really have any like typed data or anything, I think. So let's see if that works. Oh, it's not even an object. It's just like a phantom. What if I like refresh this? Or like re-import? Okay, there we go. So they were gone. They just hadn't been like imported out. Okay, so let's just test though. Add something, delete something. It's still there, but if I re-import, it's gone. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Let's see though, if I recompile, it might just do it because I might trigger the remove from that call. So that might be enough. That might be enough. Alrighty. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna test. So if I add something and then I delete something, it's still there. Okay. Well, again, as long as I know that I re-import's not actually there. Okay. Getting sunburnt through car windows. Goddamn. I mean, it is like a magnifying glass, right? So it's not actually. It does make sense. actually, okay, so that's another one that I want to do. It's in Tag Manager. So there's set count. Then I want to say set count if higher. And I guess I'll do a set count if lower. And do need to do something like this. Equals count, but then this will be only and close, but if current is less than, and then in this way, it's if current is greater than. In reality, I should probably just swap these around because it would make more sense, just flow-wise. So if count is less than the current, and then if count is greater than the current, then we'll set it. Because I want to have another tag for underscore zone and tag. And so what we're going to do there is we're going to go to game and map a manager. When I load current maps, let me go incremental load. I'm gonna go game. I go tag manager dot instance dot set count if higher, and so then we'll do highest zone comma current index +1. So the zones always show up like, actually, do they? Yeah, yeah. Right. Right, because I'm doing these via the post. I don't have just a get. I do have a get or create tag, right? But I'd have to then go to tag manager here, and basically create a string version of each one of these, which I guess isn't the worst. Public. What I should actually just do is for this specific one, I will initialize I guess I'd have to do it. I wouldn't have to do. No, I can do it in initialize. You will just store a private. Are cars supposed to have UV protection? I guess like some of them, yeah, or the side windows at least, to some degree. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're magnifying glasses, right? Like, it's just glass. Highest zone tag. Should be an underscore. Actually, do have to wrap up in like 10 minutes. Wait, so in initialize, I'm gonna make highest zone tag equals game tag data dot. Right, actually. What just happened? Oh my. Game tag data dot get or create tag highest underscore zone highest zone. Okay. Out. Yeah, that. Okay. So we do this and we do this and then we do all those things. So good tag high zone. Ooh. So I make open chest, fail chest, highest zone. So now these are just basically all tracked. And I want to just, I guess I just want to do a little bit of a check just to see that they actually do work. So if I go play here. I think I'm still going to fall through the ground because I didn't save the other things, but it is what it is. Load game. Yeah. Okay, resume. 5, okay. So what I want to see is if I go to this and I go open that, it fails. Okay. Then I go open E. Oh. Did I type this in wrong? Ah. I haven't actually made the tag manager a manager, like in the game manager thing. Okay, so let's add an empty object, tag manager. I might define this a little higher just because it doesn't have any dependencies. But it might have things that are dependent on it, so we'll do that. Okay. Then hopefully this works. We can call the stream there and get doing things. Okay. Load game. So fail. Actually, maybe I must have not. I must not have. I guess if I go. Must not have put the failed. No, I did put the failed check. That's weird. So why didn't that give me an error the first time I went through? Oh, let's save and let's see. I look at my save data. Tank saves. Open chest. Open chest has happened once. But bad data didn't happen. Or the fail chest didn't happen. Why? Huh? Am I using this somewhere else? Final references. Oh, I do use it. Oh, so that's actually on doors. Yeah, so whenever I open a door successfully, I do that. Cool. Um, um, but yeah, I'm not getting the fail. I'm pretty sure this happens. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. Yeah, okay, so it's posting the tag. Okay. Did I like not recompile and it's just okay? Yeah. There we go. Every time. Every time. Yeah. Yeah. Last try and then we're gonna get out. Okay. Um. Hmm. Tag data. Okay, I probably have to do something like if asset database dot is a main asset, and then we'll do data. Because I guess if I'm cloning it, some weirdness that happens. Oh, so one of these, right? In the initialize when it loads the data, but it. I'm interested to know what it's creating because it should have. I guess yeah, instantiate a runtime copy. I guess to stop any thing there. Okay, confirm. Load game. Highest zone. Did I spell highest zone wrong? Highest zone. No, is there like a? That's weird. Highest zone. Highest zone. Highest zone. Highest zone. Okay, whatever, I guess. I don't know. The whole thing I just wanted to check is post tag. No, failing chest. Okay. And then we go F5. Then we go to save data. And now I have failed chest 1. Okay. So actually tracking those now. That's gonna be really good for game stats. So I can do game stats and I can also do like just events in general, like with this system. Alrighty. So I was gonna run raid into one person, but they're seemingly BRB right now. So let's raid into somebody else. Fullbox. We know and love. And we'll do that. You seem to have a sixth sense on when exactly I get to the park. Time to wrap up when I'm at the gate. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like it's when I gotta go because I gotta take the doggo to the vet today so we can get a little booster shot so that he feels all good and speedy and dandy. His hips don't hurt or something. I don't know. Whatever it is. So again, I'm gonna say hi to Mr. Fullbox after I give some doggo some treats, of course. Oh, you dropped it. You got that one. 1 for 2. It is kind of a hard pickup. Woo! Here. Wait. Wait. Okay, sweet. There we go. Ah! There you go. Oh boy. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna raid the full of boxes if he allows me to. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sweet. Let's do this. Starting the raid. And I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do tomorrow or not. I might just spend that time doing other stuff, or I might stream some analysis of a game or something tomorrow. But otherwise, I'm going to start back on dev on Monday. So that's it. I will see you guys over there and see you next time. Bye-bye.